we always try to take as much advice from our guests as possible. So if you were going to give anyone a challenge for 5 days that would improve who they are, how they lead, how they operate, what do you think it would be?
So we talked about self-discipline a lot, and so maybe I'll mention that again. But I would say before I answer the question, I think one is that treat your personal time as a real commodity. Like time is precious. It's a precious commodity. Um, I think just because you're a certain age, you may not realize that. But the time of, let's say, as we said, 24 hours in each day, treat that time preciously. And I would say, just make a list or a mental list of the people that you interact with in your life, whether it be in your career or outside of your career, that you get inspired by and really want to spend more time with. And make sure that you're moving in a direction in which you get to spend time with the people that inspire you. And if you're really precious with your time, then adversely, you should not spend time with people that bring you down. Like, unless it's part of your job. But if you are stingy with your time and you take it back as your own time, I think thinking about the people that you work with and spend time with is critical, because then when you're in those moments with those folks and you've already preconceived, wow, this person is one of those folks that really, really taps something in me, then in those moments, you're really, really present. But outside of that, I think if most people don't get ahead of their day and really think of each day as something that they own rather than the day owning them, I would say if it was a challenge for a week, I would put the time in up front. If you don't do it now, get up an hour earlier or spend 1 extra hour either at the beginning of a week or the beginning of each day that week, and take control over your day, whatever way works for you personally. And then see what that looks like at the end of the week, and see if you were more present in situations, whether you were more productive, whether you were happier, or whether you creatively it gave you a little bit more insight. And I think so much of our day and the way we operate is psychological. And
Right.
so much of that psychology is something we can control. You gotta pre-plan. It's like an Italian painter. It's all in the prep, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's what would be the challenge is if you're not a planner, take an hour for 1 week before you ever dream earlier than your day would normally start, and take control over it.
That's great.
See where you end up.
That's awesome, man.